Hey man, if you're looking to buy some of the cheapest and most reliable NBA 2K20 MT, make sure you check out u4gm.com, and at checkout, don't forget to use code Jake for a 5% discount. Alright y'all, what is up man? Today we are back here with episode number 9 of Steve's Sons. And man, I'm very excited about today's episode because we got ourselves some dope upgrades to add to the squad. But real quick though, just in case we have anyone new to this series or just in case you guys need a refresher, these are the rules of this series. Basically the whole series is centered around Steve Nash and how he performs in games and MyTeam Unlimited. It's centered around the currency of dimes. So on the screen, as you guys can see, if we go 50, 40, 90 from the field with this Galaxy Opal Steve Nash, we get ourselves 3 dimes in the bank. Also, there's some downgrades if we do not perform up to par. For example, if we get ourselves 5 turnovers, we can lose dimes as well. And then using that currency of dimes that we acquired through MyTeam Unlimited games, you guys can see the dime market on the screen right here. This is where you guys get active in the comment section and let me know which tier player we're going to be picking up using those dimes. And essentially the one and only rule of the players that we can pick up for the squad is they've had to have played on the Phoenix Suns at least one time in their career. So it doesn't matter how many games, doesn't matter how many years, as long as they've thrown on a Suns jersey one time in their career, they have a chance to make Steve's Sons. And speaking of Steve's Sons, this is the team that we left off with from last episode. You guys can see the squad is looking very nice, but based off the top comment from last video, shout out to Crunchy Milk, okay? He said, you know what, man, you might as well save those dimes up for that Galaxy Opal Mari. Now, this doesn't 100% mean that we're going to be picking up Galaxy Opal Mari, okay? Basically, I'm just going to take this comment as you guys wanted us to save onto our dimes, okay? We left off with 17 total dimes in the bank from last episode. Basically, we're just gonna keep that 17 in the bank for this episode, but in the comment section of this episode right here, you guys do have to let me know which player we're picking up. So if it is Galaxy Opal Amari, because I'm assuming we're gonna have at least over 20 dimes based off the game that we played today, you guys gotta let me know if you do wanna pick up Galaxy Opal Amari, or if you guys decide to go in a different direction, pick up a pink diamond, someone like that. But just because you guys did decide to save your dimes for this episode doesn't mean that we don't have any upgrades for this episode right here. Okay, I'm gonna get into those upgrades in just a second, but the like goal from last video, okay, I set it to 550 and you guys went above and beyond. You guys got over 700 likes on that video. So real quick, man, I just want to say thank you guys for being just so interactive on the series. Obviously showing love on the like button, it does make a huge difference in other people coming across the channel, coming across these videos and everything like that. So the fact that you guys are enjoying this series enough to be that interactive on it, man, it really does mean a lot. So real quick, man, we had ourselves 17 dimes in our bank. Because we did hit the like goal, we got ourselves plus 3 dimes in the bank right there. So that's going to be 20 dimes total now. Because you guys went so crazy on the like button last video, man, we are going to set it to 700. So if we get ourselves 700 likes on this video, we're going to get ourselves a plus 3 dimes at the start of our next one. But all right, I think that pretty much covers everything that we were supposed to go over now, and we are moving on to the upgrades that we have for today's episode. Now at the starting shooting guard and small forward position, you guys can see both Gerald Green and Derrick Jones Jr., they are evolution cards. Just yesterday, Gerald Green, he did get himself an evolution, and I did put a community poll out on the channel basically asking you guys, hey man, what are we going to do about these evolution cards? Do we have to pay dimes? Because at the time that we did decide to pick up these cards, they didn't have evolutions yet. So I put up a poll, hey, as long as I go through, I evolve them, I grind them out, do we just get to do it for free or should we spend dimes? Seems like the majority of you guys just were like, hey man, we bought the cards at full price at the time. Go ahead and put in the time to evolve them. That's gonna be the payment. So for today's episode, you guys can see on the screen right here, we are ready to evolve this Diamond Derrick Jones Jr. and this Pink Diamond Gerald Green. So showing you guys real quick the upgrades that Pink Diamond Derrick Jones Jr. is gonna get. He gets himself a boost on his mid-range, his 3-ball, perimeter defense, lateral quickness, pass perception, defensive consistency. I mean, look at the upgrades for this card. And then he's also getting himself Hall of Fame corner specialist. Didn't even realize he didn't have difficult shots before, but he's getting himself difficult shots, pick and popper, pickpocket, that's huge, rim protector as well. He's gonna have himself Hall of Fame clamps. He's gonna get gold interceptor. I mean, look at the upgrades that this card's coming with. Some amazing ones as well. Hall of Fame range extender. I mean, volume shooter, you guys. This evolution right here, it definitely did take me some time, but I was grinding out those Spotlight Sim challenges last night. So boom, we're gonna evolve this card right here, Diamond Derrick Jones Jr., turning in to his Pink Diamond upgraded version, 97 overall. And then now to the main attraction of this video, probably what you guys are most interested in. We got ourselves this 98 overall Pink Diamond Gerald Green ready to evolve into his Galaxy Opal version. And man, I'm excited about this evolution right here. He's gonna get himself a plus 3 on his mid-range, plus 2 on his 3-ball. He gets a huge boost to his interior defense, perimeter defense as well. He's got lateral quickness +5, pass perception +7. He's even got boost to his block rating. You guys look, +10 steal rating. And then scrolling down to his badges, he's gonna have himself Hall of Fame pickpocket, pick dodger. He's gonna have interceptor, intimidator. I mean, this card was already so goated before. I already know his Galaxy Opal version is just gonna be crazy. I'm excited for you guys to see what this card can do out there in the lineup today. So let's go ahead and evolve him right here. Galaxy Opal Gerald Green, welcome to the squad. And now looking at our starting lineup, man, we are looking completely stacked out there. We got ourselves Galaxy Opal Gerald Green, Pink Diamond Derrick Jones Jr., Tom Chambers, as well as this Galaxy Opal Shaq, and then obviously Steve Nash is going to be running the show. And with 20 dimes currently in our bank, I'm going to make sure we put in some work out there in our MyTeam Unlimited game and do my best to give you guys the most amount of dimes possible to spend for next episode so we can upgrade this squad right here even more. And so here we go with 20 dimes currently in the bank. We're going to get matched up against this team right here. Galaxy Opal Ben Simmons at point guard. Got himself a really good squad right here. Also a solid bench with T-Mac, Dean Wade, Darius Miles, Shaq coming off the bench, as well as Wes Unseld. So, yeah, man, this one's going to be tough right here. But first possession, Galaxy Opal Gerald Green. Obviously got to show him some love, man. New card in our lineup as Steve Nash jumps in the pass lane right there, gets a steal. But you guys know how it goes, man. Whenever we get some new cards in the lineup, man, I'm going to make sure to show them some love for y'all. But right here, trying to pick up our little third assist right here on the game, or second assist right here for Steve Nash. Easy post hook with Shaquille O'Neal, man. That card is just the ultimate bailout when it comes to those post hooks. And another fast break situation. Gerald Green, bro, this Galaxy Opal, as a pink diamond, he already got up, but now that he has improved defense on this Opal card, he's going to be even more of a demon. And right here, Steve Nash, you guys know, 7 seconds or less offense right here. I'm just going to get a hop step. That's going to be an easy dunk. Yes, Galaxy Opal Steve Nash can dunk this year if you haven't seen him yet. But right here, man, we're just going to push it up. I see Derrick Jones Jr. We're just going to be patient in a fast break situation. See who he wants to pick up. You're going to leave Steve Nash open. That's an easy green light. And yes, that is going to be a quick rage quit. So I don't think any of our other stats really matter. I mean, obviously we didn't have 10 assists, 25 points. So we're going to get the win right there. That's going to be 2 dimes. And then the rage quit, that's going to be 1 dime. So that's going to be 3 dimes from that game right there. But obviously I got to get another one in for y'all. Another solid squad right here. And this dude definitely played himself a better game. This one's going to be close right here throughout. So starting it off though, man, Galaxy Opal Gerald Green in the corner, showing him some love. That's just an easy standing catch and shoot right there. Green light from the corner. This time taking it in. Steve Nash gonna get the defense to sink in. And yes, there is our brand new pink diamond Derrick Jones Jr. He's got himself an improved 3-ball in mid-range. So his shooting on this card got already better. I was already really good shooting with that card beforehand. So now that he's got Hall of Fame range as well, man, that card's going to be amazing in our starting lineup moving forward. But Steve Nash right here, hitting with some hesitations. I'm looking over here, Derrick Jones Jr. Speaking of him, Hall of Fame range extended now, includes 3-ball. We're going to get ourselves another green light on the game. Starting out hot in this one, but so was he. You guys can see the score is 10-10. Just going to hit some hesitation in the fast break situation. Steve Nash, that's going to be an easy green light, and pretty much the same exact play right here, man. Steve Nash, 2 green lights in a row. That's going to be 8 points and 3 assists through the first quarter right there. Also 3 of 5 from the field. 2 of 2 at the 3-point line, but you guys can see, not going really too crazy in the first quarter right there. Just kind of getting warmed up, feeling out how this dude is going to play because he came out playing solid, man. That's going to be an aim 1 finish, and just like that, we got ourselves a tie game. He's going to hop into a zone, but bro, Derrick Jones Jr., that card is so green. One of my favorite releases in the game when it comes to these budget cards out here. Also, Steve Nash in a fast break situation. Yes, if you forgot that this card can dunk. He got himself a few dunks in this game. He was kind of OD on the dunks, but hey, man, we'll take it. We need these strong finishes when it comes to getting these dimes out here. And throwing up a dime right there up to Galaxy Opal Shaquille O'Neal, man. Love throwing lobs to that card, but you guys can see this man was sitting in this zone. He was sitting in his zone pretty hard. I mean, he was leaving the corners wide open, so we were taking any free buckets that we can get. He's going to end off the first half with a hook shot. We're actually going to be down at halftime, so 10 points, 7 assists with Steve Nash. We are definitely on pace for 50, 40, 90, but you guys can see we do not have the free throws yet, so that's something to keep in mind. We got to make sure that we're aggressive attacking the rim at some point. Obviously, we're shooting very efficiently out here, but we need those free throws on the game in order to get the 90% from the free throw line. But here we go, man. Gerald Green, Galaxy Opal, Hall of Fame, fancy foot. We're just going to break down that pink diamond Kevin Garnett like it's nothing. I got 9 assists on the game now with Steve Nash. Let me pick up that 10th. 2 dimes in the bank there. That's going to be another green light from Galaxy Opal Gerald Green. Now I'm faking some passes out here. I think it's about time I start being aggressive with Steve Nash, man. We got ourselves our 10 assists. I think it's about time we start racking up those points, try to get those 25 points for the 2 dimes in the bank, and also just get the win, man, because we're only up by 2 points right now. 44-42. I'm being patient around some screens. I'm trying to be aggressive with Steve Nash. Make sure I get an open look 3-ball right there. That's going to be another easy green light. So going into the 4th quarter, we got 17 points, 11 assists, only 1 turnover, 7 of 10 from the field, 3 of 4 from 3. But once again, no free throws. So right here at the start of the 4th, I'm like, all right, I'm getting these free throws whether he likes it or not. I'm just going to hit some pump fakes inside, get myself a draw foul right there. So now it's just up for us to knock down both free throws right here. Steve Nash, one of the best free throw shooters of all time. We're going to knock down the first one, second one. We're going to clean it up with a green light right there. So now we got ourselves a deficit, man. You guys can see we are down by 4. If you can't see the score, we are currently down by 4, 49-53. This is going to be some great interior defense, though, from that pink diamond Tom Chambers. I'm getting out, though. I'm looking up Galaxy Opal Gerald Green. I got to throw him up that alley-oop right there in transition. We're trying to make this comeback. Once again, we're down by 4. I'm looking for some passes out there, but hey, he's going to overplay the corners. I'm just going to cross it over, going for another driving dunk with Steve Nash. I'm only 4 points away from that 25-point mark. Look at Shaq passing it out. The most efficient scorer we got on this team, the most efficient shooter, Steve Nash. Now he's got 24 on the game. We are currently down by 1. 3 minutes left in this one. Now we're starting to clamp up, man. Steve Nash in another fast break situation. You guys know how the Suns played back in the day. I'm going to find Galaxy Opal Gerald Green open on the wing. We're just going to take that one all the way in for a nice two-handed finish. So now with the tie game, 58-58, I got myself my takeover, but it's all good, man. You guys know Steve Nash, one of the most unselfish players of all time. Even when I'm hot, even when I can shoot the ball, I'm going to be looking for those passes out there, but we still need 1 more point for those 2 dimes in the bank. I'm going to get into the paint right here. I'm always got my eyes open, though. Gerald Green, that is going to be a huge green light 3-ball right there. Now we got ourselves a 4-point lead, but he is going to answer back with 1 minute remaining in this game. Only a 1-point lead. We need this last bucket for those 2 dimes in the bank. I see the lane. I'm taking it, man. I'm taking what I can get right there. That's going to be plus 2 dimes, but currently only up by 2. Stephen Curry gets a wide open 3, and he's going to miss it. Galaxy Opal Shaq with the big rebound. Steve Nash, I'm going to try to finish this one strong for us. And 1 in the clutch. That is how you ice a game right there. You guys saw how high up he put that ball. It didn't even touch the backboard, man. It went like above the backboard, but Steve Nash icing off this game with a huge and 1 fast break finish right there. You guys can see the box score, the team comparisons. We didn't have our best shooting game that we've had in this series, but hey, man, we did enough to get it done. Offensive rebounds are really why this game was so close. You guys can see he had 10. We only had 3. That pink diamond Tom Chambers, he was struggling on the boards. I mean, that card's solid, but he was just struggling for us. But Steve Nash, 29 points, 16 assists, only 2 turnovers, 11 of 15 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3, and 3 of 3 at the free throw line. Also, Gerald Green with 17, Derrick Jones Jr. with 12 points, Shaq and himself 8 and 9. Tom Chambers, though, only 2 rebounds on the game. That was really what was hurting us, were those offensive rebounds. You guys can see we did get the bench out there, but they didn't really do too much for us in that sweaty game. So now sliding over to the rules of the series and seeing how many dimes we were able to cash out from that game right there. Obviously starting out, we did have ourselves at 50-40-90 with Steve Nash, so that's going to be plus 3 dimes in the bank. We got ourselves those 29 points on the game, so that's going to be plus 2 dimes. We didn't hit his career high of 48 points, but we did have ourselves 16 assists in the game, so that's going to be plus 2 dimes. Obviously not 23 assists, and then we're also able to get the win, so there's another plus 2 dimes. It wasn't a rage quit nor a 20-point win, so we're not going to get that bonus dime. And real quick, going through the downgrades, obviously we didn't have ourselves 5 turnovers. We shot over 80% from the free throw line. We weren't under 5 assists. We weren't under 50% field goal, and we didn't lose the game. So now sliding over to our dime bank. Once again, if you guys remember, we had ourselves 20 dimes already in the bank before we started playing these games. The first game that we played ended with a very quick rage quit. That was going to be an easy 3 dimes because we got the win, which is 2, and then obviously the rage quit, that's going to be 1. And then from the second game that we played, we got ourselves a total of 9 dimes in that game. So obviously 3 plus 9, that's going to be 12. 12 plus the 20 that we already had in the bank, that is going to be a total of 32 dimes moving forward. So now throwing the dime market up on the screen, this is where you guys get active in the comment section, man. The most liked comment is going to be the move that we're going to be making to the squad for next episode. And don't forget, the one and only rule for the players that are eligible to make this squad right here on the screen is they've had to wear a Suns jersey at least 1 time in their career. And I know not everyone is just a big Suns Suns fan are off the top of their head, they just can't remember everyone that's played for the Suns. So I'm gonna give you guys some really good My Team cards in the game that are eligible for this team that we still have yet to pick up. I assume at one point in the series we're gonna be having a lot of these cards on our squad. And with 32 dimes currently in the bank, we can make ourselves a very big upgrade for next episode, whatever you guys decide to do with them. And don't forget the like goal for this one is 700 likes. So if we're able to get to 700, we're gonna get ourselves a bonus 3 dimes at the start of next episode. But yeah, man, that is gonna do for episode number 9 of Steve's Suns. I hope you guys were entertained. Excited for the next one. Excited to see what moves we make throughout this series. But other than that, man, that is gonna do it for this one. So I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.